Hello and welcome. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to draft and sew this beautiful gown for a newborn, 0 to 3 months. If this is a video you are interested in learning, then please stay tuned and let's start with the drafting process. Then we'll proceed to cutting and sewing. So I use a knit finishing approach for this dress. You see how gorgeous it looks? Let's get started. So I'll start off with my starting line here, which is going to serve as my shoulder line. Then I'll input my shoulder to my waist measurement of 5 inches, and then I will draw a line across. Then I'll go ahead and input 3 inches for my chest line. So we're actually drafting the front pattern at the moment. So afterwards, I'm going to input my shoulder length of 3 inches, and then I'll be doing a front neck depth and width of 1.75 inches. So I'll input that and then draw my neck line. Then the next I'll do is to extend the shoulder length to touch the chest line, and then I'll be dropping the front shoulder by 1/4 of an inch for the shoulder slope. Then on this line, I'm going to mark 1.5 inches. I'll mark it, and then I'll input 1/4 of my bust measurement, which is 4.25 inches. I'll mark it on the chest line. Then I'll extend this mid line here this way and go in by 1/4 of an inch for my across back measurement. Then I'll connect a line to touch my shoulder slope this way, and I'll go ahead and then draw my armhole curve. Then the next I will do is also to input 1/4 of my waist measurement on the waistline, and then I would connect the waistline to the chest line. So we are done with the front pattern of this dress. I extended all the lines I used for the front to aid in drafting the back. So the only difference between the front and then the back draft is the neck depth and then the neck width. I'll be doing 1.75 inches by 1 inches for the back. So that is the only difference between the front and then the back. Every other thing is the same. The measurements are the same. So you can see I'm actually virtually repeating the same thing I did for the front on the back pattern. So I'll go ahead and then input 1/4 for my cross back. Then I will extend to my shoulder slope, and then I will draw my armhole curve, and we are done for the back pattern. Remember, the only difference is the neck measurement. So I'll go ahead and then add my seam allowances of 1/2 inch all around, except for the center front, which I'll be cutting on folds. So this is how my pattern piece look like. So let's go ahead and cut on the main fabric. So I've cut my pattern out on the main fabric. I have a lace fabric here, and then I have satin fabric, which I have cut into 2 for both the front and then the back. So I'm going to be attaching the lace fabric onto the satin fabric, one of the satin fabric, to form one piece. So this is the right side of the satin fabric. I'm going to be placing the wrong side of the lace fabric on the right side of the satin fabric to form one piece, and then I'll hold them down with pins. Then I'll also take the back pattern pieces this way, the right side of them, and then place the lace fabric on top this way. Then I will hold them down with pins as well. So I'll be using the other satin as lining. So this is the one piece here. So I'll place it on top of the main fabric. Then I would go to the sewing machine and then stitch the neckline down on 1/2 an inch before we'll stitch the shoulders down together. So I'll stitch both the front neckline down, and then I'll place the lining on top of the main fabric of the back pattern pieces, and also head to my sewing machine and then stitch the neckline down, but I'll leave a bit of space towards the zipper area. So I've stitched the neckline. This is what it looks like. Remember to give it a good press after stitching it down. So this is the front and these are the back pattern. I would go ahead and also join the pattern pieces on the shoulders. So I'll take out my back pieces this way, open it up, and then I would open the front up also this way. Then I'll join the shoulders together. Then I'll hold them down with pins for both sides and then stitch them down on 1/2 inch on my sewing machine. So I'll repeat same for the other side of the shoulders. So after stitching them down, this is what it looks like. I'm going to clean the armhole of this dress. There are several ways to do this, but I choose to use this method. So I'll just open it up and then place the lining piece on top of the main fabric, and I'll pin them down this way for both sides of this fabric. This is the wrong side of the bodice block. So I'll hold the armhole down with pins, and then I'll head to my sewing machine, stitch them down on 1/2 inch seam allowance. So this is it, I've done it. And then remember to give it a notch all around so that the armhole will be relaxed. So I'll notch them, and the next I'll do is to pull from the inside, the right side, the inside of the fabric. Watch what I'm doing. I'm going to pull the back pattern from the inside towards the front this way. It's not easy to do this, just remember that, but gradually you'll be able to pull it out. Just be gentle and then pull both sides out. So after pulling it down, look at what we have. I'll pull the other side out as well. Then I'll go ahead and then give this a press on the ironing table. So I pressed it down. Take a look at it. The next I'm going to do is to hold the sides of these bodies together. So I'm going to be pinning the main fabrics of the front and then the back together, and then the lining pieces together as well. So I'll do the same thing for the other side of these bodies. Then I'll head to my sewing machine and then stitch this down on 1/2 inch. So I've pressed this down and then I have also stitched it down. Take a look at it, looking so neat inside. So I'll set this aside and then we'll start working on this bottom part of this dress. So I have here a fabric on fold. The width and length of this fabric is 16 inches. So at the fold side, I'm going to input 6 inches for my radius. This is my half circle skirt, which I'll be using as the inner skirt for this dress. So I'm marking my 6 inches from the top to form the arc here, and then afterwards I'll add 1/2 inch allowance to it. Then I'm going to input my skirt length, which is 11 inches, and then form an arc at the bottom as well. Then I'll go ahead and then cut out the skirt at the bottom part. I'll also go ahead and then cut out the waist line as well. So I'm done. I'm going to concentrate on the full circle skirt. So the full circle skirt, I have a fabric I folded into two, making 4 pieces here, and then on the folded end here this way, I'm going to input a radius of 3 inches and then draw an arc like we did for the half circle skirt. But before that, the fabric width and then length is 21 inches. So I'll input my radius of 3 inches and then mark the arc. This is going to be my waist region. So I'll mark it, and afterwards I'll add my 1/2 inch seam allowance to the top. Then I'll also input the length of this skirt, which I will be using 11 inches for. So I'll mark 11 inches and then I will cut it out on the bottom and on the waist as well. So this is my full circle skirt. This is the skirt that is going to be on the main dress, what we will see outside of the dress. I'm cutting it out. And after cutting it out, I'll slash one part of the skirt to open up this skirt. So this is it here. This is the full circle skirt. And so I'm going to start with joining my fabric pieces. This is the half circle skirt, which I said is going to be the inner skirt. I have here a hard net which is about 9 inches in length. So I'm going to mark half inch away from the sides this way because I don't want the hard net to start from that region. Then I'm going to fold the hard net on the waist region this way. I'm going to form pleat all around up to the other end of the skirt. Then I'll head to my sewing machine and then stitch this down. Remember, I am working on the wrong side of the satin fabric at the moment. So I've stitched it down. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to bring in my bodice block. This is the bodice block here. I have notched the center of the bodice block and I've also notched the center of the skirt as well. So I'm going to match notch to notch on the lining. So I'll pin the midpoints together and then I'll pin the lining onto the lining of the skirt onto the lining of the bodice on the waist region. Then I'll head to my sewing machine and then stitch this down. So I have stitched it down. This is what it looks like. I stitched it down on the waist region on half an inch. I'm going to bring in my full skirt. This is it here, full circle skirt. I have notched the midpoint of the full circle skirt as well, and I'm going to match it onto the bodice block, the main fabric. So right side facing right side, I'm going to pin them at the midpoint and also pin the entire skirt onto the bodice on the waistline. So I'm doing this so that we will achieve the neat finishing approach. So I'll pin it, head to my sewing machine and then stitch it down on half an inch. So I've stitched it down. Look at what we have here. It's looking beautiful already. So take a look at the back. It's looking nice. This is what the inside looks like. So the next I'll do is to stitch about 5 inches from the hem of this skirt upward on the main fabric and stitch 5 inches on the lining fabric as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and then sew my matching zipper on only the main fabric for now. So I'll head to my sewing machine and then sew my zipper on the main fabric only. So after stitching the zipper down, this is my dress. It's almost ready. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. But take a look at it. It's looking so pretty. This is what the inside looks like. So I'm going to turn this dress inside out. So from the wrong side of this dress, this is what we have here. This is the zipper. This is the zipper we stitched onto the main fabric. So we are going to come in with the lining fabric and then stitch it onto the zipper. Yes, this is to achieve the neat finishing approach, like I said earlier. So we'll pin the lining onto the zipper this way. That is on the main fabric. Then we'll head to the sewing machine and then stitch it down. So once you stitch it this way, you are sure to achieve the neat finishing approach. So I'll head to my sewing machine and stitch this down and then show you what it looks like. So I've stitched it down and I finished off the neck region as well. You see how gorgeous it looks? So this is the outside and then this is what the inside of the garment looks like. Very neat. You will not see any rough edges from the inside. So the last thing I'm going to do is to hem the bottom of this skirt with a bias tip and then we are done. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in our next video.